Each May, Hopi high school students return to their families, but few of them are enthusiastic about a 3-month vacation back on the reservation.
There's not very many exciting things up there except, you know, the ceremonies that they have, just sitting around doing nothing, getting bored mostly.
The ones that don't get jobs are bored. They don't have anything else to do except to stay home, watch TV. Nothing else to do.
There are no movie theaters, department stores, or pizza parlors here. And it's a difficult, if not impossible, transition for many of these young Hopis, surrounded as they are for 9 months at a time by the conveniences and attractions of Anglo city life. They are being prepared for a world which does not exist on the Hopi reservation. At least not yet. In their schools, they find little reinforcement of traditional Hopi values and can make little preparation for assuming roles as adult Hopis. They are discouraged from going home on weekends to prepare for religious ceremonies, which might interfere with their schoolwork. But for many of these children, there is a growing psychological distance between themselves and the Hopis' most precious possession, their land. Today, there is a growing controversy among the Hopis over the use of this land. And cattle, which the Hopis have herded since the time of the Spanish, is a major issue. A number of progressive Hopis maintain herds of cattle as a cash supplement. The farmers refer to them as weekend cowboys, because many of them have little time to devote to their herds. To accommodate them, the local BIA superintendent has ordered the construction of a 7-mile fence, much to the dismay of the traditional Hopis, who believe that a division on a map or on the land is another division of the mind. The traditionals also know that cattle may become big business among the progressives, and with a large area of land set aside exclusively for raising beef, that land would, effectively, be lost. How long, they ask, will it be before the entire reservation is carved into privately owned commercial blocks? In 1882, the Hopis were allotted a 4,000 square mile reservation, but around them has grown the larger reservation of the Navajos, outnumbering the Hopis 18-1. They have gradually spread onto the Hopi reservation. In 1943, the American government supported the Navajos by reducing the exclusive Hopi area to 1/4 its original size. The remainder was later declared a joint use area. In 1975, the American government gave the Hopis and Navajos 180 days to come to a mutually acceptable division of the joint use land. Failing this impossible task, the American courts will make the decision. This meeting is a last hopeless attempt by traditionals on both sides to persuade the government representatives not to divide the land. But until the land is officially under one or the other tribal council, it will be difficult for big business to exploit the area's natural resources. Until recently, few cared about the fate of Hopi land, other than the Hopis themselves and the Navajos who had moved into the area. The Hopi-Navajo dispute was an important but local issue. Now all that has changed. On the surface lies coal. Beneath that, there may be many possibilities. Oil companies have surveyed the area, but the results are secret. It is little wonder, then, that Hopis fear the possible destruction of their land by big companies like Peabody Coal.
I'll put it this way. Digging what we need lasts longer than what Peabody is now doing, because they dig so many tons, but Hopi can dig maybe less than a ton a month, or at least 2 months. But we use it only to burn during a cold winter. And we want to make it last for future generations.
This is Black Mesa, one of the largest strip mines in America. with the support of the Hopi Tribal Council lawyer John S. Boyden, a Mormon from Salt Lake City. The Peabody Coal Company has been given the rights to strip mine Black Mesa for 35 years. Here are the sites of ancient Hopi shrines, burials, and clan markings. The devastation of this type of mining is well known. But in 1966, the Tribal Council signed the agreement, knowing they would make $14.5 million by the time this land was laid to waste. The tribal constitution itself specifically prohibits the sale or lease of Hopi lands. And of course, the traditional Hopi leaders were not consulted. The possibility of more strip mines on the Hopi reservation is very real. The Hopis have lived here for over 1,000 years. But how much longer can the Hopi way of life survive? Ironically, what the United States government failed to accomplish by force, and the missionaries by moral persuasion, big business and the American educational system may achieve with the help of the Hopis themselves.